Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Joelle. Today's 10-minute yoga practice focuses on improving the flexibility of your hips. Let's begin today in a child's pose. So bringing the big toes to touch and knees out wide towards the outer edges of your mat or as wide as you would like them to go before walking the upper body forward. So you can rest the forehead down towards the mat or to the back of the hands or to a prop. Let the sit bones sink towards the heels. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And a deep breath out through the nose. We're going to walk ourselves back, but just slightly, just to walk our way over towards our right knee and fold your way down once more. So different sensation here. Let the left sit bone still be heavy in the direction of that left heel. Final deep breath here. As we come back through center, over towards the other side, folding down over your left knee. Letting the right hip sit back heavily towards that heel. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Beautiful. Coming back through center, lift yourself up into an all-fours position, but keep the feet and knees as they are. So the knees are still wide and the big toes are still touching. We're going to take ourselves around in a bit of a circle here. So you can experiment with the placement of the hands. You might want them further out in front of you. You might want them wider or narrow. Just kind of notice what you're able to do with the legs in this position. And then take yourself for a few circles the other way. Just waking up here. And then coming back through center. We'll come to a more traditional all-fours position now with the shoulders over the wrists and the hips over the knees. And start to open and close your right knee out towards the side. Fire hydrant moves. We're just going to take 2 more on this side. These are tough. Working that outer hip and glute. And then set that knee down and straight over to the other side. 4 with the left knee opening out. Try to keep the chest facing down. Just the leg that's opening out. And I've already lost count, so let's just do 1 more for luck. And then sit yourself down towards the knees. We'll come to child's pose, this time a closed-kneed child's pose. So this might be a very different sensation in the hips and the lower back. Just an opportunity to refocus. Reconnect with your breath. And as we lift up through all fours, this time we'll step the right foot forwards to the outside of both hands. So you could be up on fingertips or flat palms. If you'd like, you could shuffle that back knee back a little bit. And once again, see if we can find some little circles here. So I actually prefer to come up on fingertips. It just gives me a little bit more space to play with. And let's try a few circles the other way. And then settle yourself into this posture. Keep some activation in your left glutes just to help you sink those hips towards the mat. Keep the left hand onto the mat. Bring the right hand onto your front knee to assist you into a twist. You can look over the top shoulder. Just see what you find here. And then keeping that hand to the knee, turn the right toes out slightly at a diagonal and let that knee fall open. So you might kind of encourage it a little bit further with that right hand. This is a big stretch. One more deep breath here. And then bring the toes back to point forwards. Replant that right hand. Step it back to all fours and shake things out a little bit. You might even like to extend that right knee back, maybe pressing into the heel, getting a little bit of a calf stretch and foot stretch as you rock forwards and back. And then returning your way to all fours. And step that left foot out towards the outside of both hands, maybe taking that right knee back any amount here. And see if you can find a few circles here with the hips. Maybe you prop up on fingertips. And let's take those circles back the other way. Who says you can't get creative in working the flexibility of your hips? And then settling in towards the center, plant your right palm down, bring the left hand to that front knee, and really press into that twist. See if you can find a little bit more space here by squeezing through the right glutes, sinking the hips further, turning yourself just that little bit more towards the left. And those left toes will point out at a diagonal. Let the left knee fall away from you. Perhaps the left hand helps it on its way. Big breath in. Big breath out. Super. Replant both hands. Step that knee back, wag your tail a little bit from side to side. And we'll come to a nice seated cross-legged position with the right shin in front of the left, so that the left hand can press the left knee down away from you. Maybe you take the upper body over towards the right. We're kind of duplicating what we did a moment ago, but taking out the element of balance, finding a little bit more stability in this seated position. Let that go. Bring the heels of both feet out in front of you and just shake the knees off, right and left. Little windshield wiper motion here. Before coming over to that second side, so the left shin will cross in front of the right this time. The right hand holds the right knee down, pins it to the ground as you perhaps turn that upper body a little bit more towards the left, maybe leaning over that left knee. Notice where you feel this. Is it in the lower spine, the outer hip, sometimes the inner hip even? All bodies are different. Good to notice where it is that we are tight, particularly in these complex parts of the body like the hips. And then release that, coming back to center. Bring the soles of both feet flat in front of you, the knees together. Bring the hands to the outside of the knees and start fighting against them as if you really wanted to open your knees, but your hands are in the way. Resisting this motion. And then stop resisting and just let them flop out. And just notice kind of how far they come. Just observe the difference in both sides. You can rock it out a little bit, left and right. And we'll try that one more time. So bring the soles of the feet flat, the hands to the outside of the knees or the thighs. Start to resist against yourself. Really give it all you've got this time. Give it even more than you gave it that first time around. See if we can't make a difference. Fight for it. Feel the work in the hips. And then let them fall out. You may or may not notice that you've gained a little bit of a difference. Perhaps one knee is falling a little bit lower than the other now. You can fold yourself forwards any amount. Give yourself a little bit of a shake from left to right. Let the head hang heavy. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And very slowly start to walk yourself back, straightening the spine. Finding a comfortable seat with the eyes closed to sway yourself a little bit left and right. See how your hips feel. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, sigh it out. Beautifully done. Thank you so much for joining me today. This class is part of the 5-day Yoga for Healthy Hips challenge, which I'd love to have you join by clicking right here. Also, make sure that you click somewhere down here to subscribe to my channel for more free practices that will help you feel and move better.